Allahu Akbar. 16 man, you know. Yes, people. Yes. First of all, listen, straight away. Big up to Lewis, man. Big up to my G Lewis, man. Listen, if you're not already subscribed to Lewis, then I don't know what you're doing, man. Everyone that's already came over from Lewis, big up to Lewis, my G. I will see you tomorrow, brother. I'll see you tomorrow at the game. We'll get into the game as well, but I'll see you tomorrow as well. Look, see Ali A already. Ali A is like Ali A, bro. We've just started the stream. I know you're always in here, so big up to you. But we've just started, man. Calm down, man. Calm down a little bit, bro. Calm down. Big up to you, Thriller. Big up to you, Jacob. Big up to AK. Big up to Ravage. Which one, man? Tell me how you say that, man. AK again. Big up. Listen, I did Poch out. Hold that Poch out, bro. Chelsea 1-on-1. Gaming for life. Skullex as well. Come on, man. Big up JC. Big up to you, brother. Big up to you. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready for tomorrow, man. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow. Man. We will have the likes of Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott Page will be joining us. Who else will be joining us? Mr. Andrew Winter Surfer will be joining us. We're gonna take on tomorrow's game. We're gonna talk about Pochettino's comments. We're gonna talk about we're talking about the preview, Liverpool side, Chelsea side, of course. Pochettino has had a little bit to say, talk about the referee or whatnot. So Pochettino, man, Pochettino looks like he's grown some balls finally. Is it too late though? Is it too late for him? Is he too late? But never mind, man. Don't worry. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing, man. Show some love to the channel. Road to 500. We're close to 500, and then of course the big one, road to 1,000 subscribers, man. Will you cook Staffy tonight? Listen, man. If Staffy wants to get cooked, he can get cooked. No problem, man. It's very easy to cook Staffy, man. One sentence, just one sentence. Staffy goes mad, so it's fine, man. It's mad. Get revenge on Staffy. There's no need for revenge. Inshallah, we win, and that's the revenge, man. I don't need no revenge, man. I need revenge on Liverpool. That's who I need revenge on. I need revenge on Liverpool. I've already put it in the title. We can't lose this one. This is going to be my fourth Wembley final, right? I went to the one with Tuchel in the Carabao Cup final. We lost to Liverpool on penalties. Yeah, we FA Cup final with Tuchel. We lost on penalties to Liverpool. This is going to be my third Wembley final against Liverpool. If we lose again, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. Cook Staffy tomorrow. Inshallah, we win, man. Listen, brother, I'm gonna be honest now. If we don't win, I ain't cooking no one, man. I'm gonna be sitting there heartbroken if we don't win. I'm gonna be honest right now, man. Big up to my G Jacob, man. United Spurs of America, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to United Spurs of America. Jacob, are you on 4K yet? Let me see if you're on 4K yet, because I know you were close to 4K. Make sure you guys go and like, subscribe to Jacob. I'm gonna put his channel in the comments now. Make sure you guys go over and show some support. Let me see if he's on 4K yet. He's so close to 4K. He's so close to 4K. Make sure you guys go like, subscribe to my. There you go. There you go. There you go, man. There you go. Hold up. There we go. Where is it? Yeah, that's all done. That's all done. That's all done, man. That's all done for Jacob. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to Jacob, man. Make sure you guys, no worries, man. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, man. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to Jacob, man. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to Jacob. Jacob, what happened, bro? Jacob, what happened? Jacob, what did he do? What did he do, Jacob? Tell me. What did he do, Jacob? Jacob, what did he do? Big up Jacob, of course, man. Ravage said, would you start Gallagher on Kunku? I would start Gallagher. Look, man. Gallagher. Look, man. Listen, respect Gallagher. I'm gonna be honest. What he's done recently, I've got to respect Gallagher. But and then Kunku. Listen, but I don't know yet. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. We've got a little panel coming on. We'll have a little chat about that soon as well, man. what are you talking about? I don't block anyone. Jacob's a nice guy. Jacob's a nice guy. He don't block anyone, man. He don't block anyone, man. He doesn't block anyone. He doesn't block anyone, man. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. Big up to you, M2, man. Big up to you, brother. Big up to you too, man. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. What happened, Jacob, man? Jacob, what happened to you? Jacob's a nice guy. Jacob doesn't block anyone. He's a chill guy. 70 of you in here, man. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel, man. We're almost at 500 subscribers. Make sure you're getting Jacob to 4K as well. There he is, man. Jacob 4K. Make sure you guys are getting him to 4K as well. Here we go. Left wing and Kunku, striker Jackson, right wing Palmer. I mean, you could pay him in the attack. You're gonna bench Sterling. Sterling's got that fresh cut, man. Sterling talking about how Wembley's his home. Sterling saying Wembley's his home, so he's ready, man. Sterling is ready. Sterling is ready. Anyway, listen. Listen, we've got a little panel coming on. We've got the number one person, Mr. Scott, making his absolute beautiful debut. His debut on the channel. Obviously, this is a new channel, so not a lot of people have been on yet. But we'll get into it, man. We'll get into it. I swear, if Robert Sanchez starts, I will be fuming. Bro, that's not gonna happen. Let's be honest, man. That's not gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. Lewis' stream was back. Listen, Lewis is the top G, man. Lewis is the GOAT of Chelsea YouTube, man. Let's get it right, man. Let's have it right. Fuck Johnny Minerals, but let's have it right, man. He is the GOAT of Chelsea YouTube. Let's have it right, man. Prediction. Mardini, come on, man. You're not watching Al Ahwa or what, bro? You're not watching Hussam Shano or what, man? The same. I said it last night when we done the preview with Lewis and Hussam and Mike Daz. I said it on Al Ahwa 1-1, and I think we went on penalties. Anyway, let's get first panelist on, Mr. Scott, making your debut. What are we saying, Scott? How are we, man?
I'm not too bad. Not too bad. I'm actually looking forward to the game tomorrow.
Why?
I don't know. I'll be real. I don't know why I'm looking forward to the game. Like, we'll probably lose, but I just am. Like, I'm kind of looking forward to just watching us play. Excuse me.
Right there, man.
Yeah, and honestly as well, like, I'm kind of just interested to see what Poch does and the aftermath of what happens. Like, I want to see what happens in terms of if we win, everyone's reaction, how people are, if we lose, the same, the board's reaction, etc. Because, like, I don't think much is going to change with tomorrow overall, regardless of the result. But it'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I'm always able to be proven wrong.
Of course, man. Look, you got Prime in here. Ziad with the fresh Habibi trim for that Carabao Cup final tomorrow. Listen, man. Listen, it's a big occasion, man. It's a big occasion. It's a big occasion. Scott, I got told I was looked like Icardi.
No.
Okay. Never mind. Never mind.
So,
big up AK said big up Scott. Big up to Scott, man. Oh my days. Always happy to be part of the panel as well. Big up to Lewis. Big up Lewis, man. Big up Scott again by Ravage. And then Jacob. Palm on the right going to help Gusto shut down the left side. Gusto's a baller, bro. Listen. Gusto's a serious player. We had this chat yesterday on Sam's channel, and they were Chad putting that Bradley Donny, whatever his name is, instead of Gusto. Gusto needs to put in a combined 11, yeah. Bro, Gusto is a serious player. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, I'm surprised by him. Him and Palmer, you know what? In terms of who surprised me the most this season, I think Gusto, man, over Palmer, even though they've both been great. But anyway, listen, 68 of you in here, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. Only 20 likes. What's going on, man? What is this, man? You're gonna move? Don't move like Chelsea in the attack, man. What is this, bro? 20 likes, bro. What's this, bro? Salah vs Chile. Colwell is a worry. I don't mind if Silva starts. Whoa. I don't think Silva's going to start. I doubt Silva starts.
I don't think he will either. You never know with Poch, but hopefully he doesn't.
Gusto right wing back is better than right mid. Man, listen, bring Tuchel back, go to the 5 at the back. That's what I'm talking about, man. Reece James right centre back, Gusto right wing back. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. We have the best right back duo in the world. We actually do. That right back depth, as long as Reece James is just kind of stay alive. I don't think that guy's alive, man. Don't know where he's from, man.
No, he's alive. He's chilling somewhere with his
Yeah,
brother.
I think he's in Qatar. He's in Qatar right now doing his rehabilitation. He's in rehabilitation, man. I told people about Malo Gusto last January. Listen, prime, man. What a guy, bro. What a guy. Anyway, Scott. Listen, we got some. What's his name? Pochettino comments, man. Pochettino comments. I have put
Nice.
no, it's good this time, man. It's good. I put Scott's Twitter in the description as well, man. Give him a follow, man. Give him a follow. Yeah, Pochettino, man. He's I think he's got some mentality change, man. He's got a change of mentality for some reason. I don't know how, but he has, man. Here we go. Here's one, Mr. Scott. Let me get this present, man. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, Pochettino, we are Chelsea and we need to compete with the same tools. If they are better, well done. But the referee must be fair in every decision. The pressure is about delivering the job for Klopp. No, the pressure is not to be part of the hype. Listen, man. Scott, talk to me. This guy's basically saying, referee, don't be biased and don't bloody fuck us up the game. It's a cup final. We're trying to win. He's been under enough pressure this season. You know, he needs to win. He's not trying to be part of that. Because let's be honest, the Liverpool game at home, we didn't lose because of the ref, but there was 2 penalties that could have easily been given, and that could have easily changed the game, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing. I appreciate the comments that you made about the ref and like the refereeing, because I think there's another one, or there's like an extended comment about the ref as well after this. But which I like I think it already puts eyes on the referee before the game, because we know what's going to happen in terms of like it's happened all season with Liverpool. Like outside of that one result that they keep wanting to bring up from Tottenham, which hasn't made a blind bit of difference because they're still top of the league. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that really made a difference, that one game that they lost. Outside of that, we know kind of what the referees are in terms of with the guys, with Liverpool, I should say. In terms of the rest of it, the mentality thing, I don't buy it, because we've heard him say this before. Like, this is the exact same thing he said the first thing he came in and said. So like, it's whenever he says this stuff anymore, it's just really hard to buy into, because
Yeah.
I've just heard him say this before. Like, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Like, sooner or later, you just got to stop talking and show me in your actions. Like, if we come out tomorrow, for example, and play how we expect to play, in terms of play how we did in the first game against Liverpool in the 2-2, where we were the better team, we play how we did against City for 83 minutes, where we were in the game and looked to be, nicking a win. That if we play like that, then I'll believe him. If we turn up to Liverpool or turn up to Wembley tomorrow and play like we did in that 4-1, like, then it means nothing really. All these comments, and that's kind of where I'm at with him and his comments.
But listen, I agree with you in terms of, look, I can have a look at the ref if we're in the game. If we have a chance of winning it, if we look like we're playing well, if Pochettino's got the starting lineup correct, if he's got substitutions correct, if players are taking their chances and whatnot, and then I can say, you know what, we done everything correct, and the referee has let us down. But I'm not gonna have this case of, oh my god, we're fucking shit. Everything we done was shit. The tactics were shit. The players were shit. Oh yeah, the referee cost us. I'm gonna put more energy towards the referee.
That's
Absolutely not.
the thing. Like, when it comes to Poch for tomorrow, just don't give me a reason to focus. If we lose, do not give me a reason to look at you as to why we lost. Like,
Exactly.
Don't do what you did against City, for example, right? Which for me was the wrong thing to do at the wrong time. Don't do what you did against Liverpool in the 4-1. Like, do everything you can to win. And if we just don't win because we don't have the better team, then we just don't have the better team. If we lose because players miss chances, we've done that the whole season. Like, at least then I can blame the players. I can get at the players and be pissed at them. I have nothing to say about Poch. That's the thing. Like, just don't give me a reason to be pissed at you if we lose. If we win, then who cares?
I'd rather be pissed at the players than the manager, to be honest.
Exactly. Like, because the thing is as well with the players is, like, let's say, for example, we have a front three with Jackson and Sterling in, right? And we know they miss chances. We've seen that the whole season, and they miss some chances. That's no different to everything I've seen the rest of the season, with those two especially. If Gallagher has his, usual game of headless chicken / dog, like that he normally has, not the game he had against City, but like his normal game, then I'm used to that, Like if Chilwell has his lapse in concentration as he does every 2 minutes, I'm used to that. Just as I said, don't give me a reason to look at you.
Exactly. Let's get the likes up, people, man. Still 69 of you in here. Make sure you guys get the likes up. How many likes we on, man? Let's check the likes. We're only 27 likes and there's 69 of you. Guys, that's shocking. Honestly, that's shocking, man. Get the likes up. The beautiful games. Big up Ziad and Scott. Big up to you, brother. Listen, like. Yalla, yalla, habibi. Come on, man. What's going on, bro? Yo, Scott, can we get yalla, yalla, habibi, bro? What's going on, man?
No. I'm not getting.
Baby. Oh shit, bro. Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Get the likes up, people. I think is this the one you were talking about in terms of the extended one? Maybe.
Yes, maybe. I can't remember.
Anyway,
I just remember
Pochettino referees. We need to be sure we are going to compete and be fair in every single decision. When we played at Anfield, I think too many decisions. Not one key decision was for us. 2 penalties were not given. I want to be treated in a fair way. Listen, he's got a fair point there, man. He's got a fair point.
And that's what I say. I actually respect those comments because, like, as I said, it puts eyes on the referee immediately. The referee is under scrutiny and we haven't even kicked off. We are, what? I'm trying to work out how far away we are. We're many hours, I think about 15 hours away from kickoff, and the referee is already under scrutiny.
Which is good.
Exactly, yeah. It's a good thing, and that's what we... it's also more than 15 hours. I couldn't do the maths in my head.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, and that's good. Because hopefully that means the ref will ref it properly. We haven't got Anthony Taylor. Fuck knows what Chris Kavanagh's like. I genuinely don't know what he's like normally.
I'm not good with names, bro. Let me type in this Chris Kavanagh guy, bro.
I think I recognize the name and face, but
yeah, Donny, man.
Yeah, him.
Oh, right. So Daily Mail already talked about it. Yeah, Chris Kavanagh, man. Eyes are all on you, bro. Eyes are on you. And then you got this one as well. Away from the referees a bit, because referee talk is absolutely boring as hell. You got Pochettino on cup in terms of Pochettino. We all know what Pochettino was like this season, man. No one likes him. So far. Maybe we can change, especially majority of the fan base. But here we go. Where is it? It's right here in front of me. Let's see. Pochettino on cup. You got Pochettino. I think it's not going to increase my popularity or the way the fans are going to see us. Klopp was good before he arrived at Liverpool. He had 3 or 4 years that he didn't win. Now he's won the Champions League and the Premier League. Okay, bro. His first response is that I don't judge a coach or coaching staff for winning titles.
By the way, I hope that's taken out of context. I hope that's been clipped and taken out of context for clicks. Because if that hasn't, that's the single stupidest thing I've ever heard him say as a manager. The single stupidest thing I've ever heard him say. And there's a long list.
Why would he say that?
Because that's the thing you judge coaches on, coaching staff on. That's how you judge. The reason I have the top, like everyone's top 5 coaches, right? Most of the people in that top 5 coaches are because they've won shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's the reason, by the way, Klopp not winning as much as he should have done is why he's barely in my top 5 Premier League managers of all time. Barely. Like, he's 5th at best.
He could have probably done a little bit more than he's achieved at Liverpool. But you could have said as well, he hasn't had always greatest of back.
Also, I'm trying not to read too much into these comments because it's Poch and he has a weird thing about English. Like, his English sometimes is really bad. But obviously, it's not his first language.
I swear to God, Scott, yeah. I swear to God, I was listening to his press conference and I was struggling to understand what the guy was saying. Like he was just saying buzzwords and adjectives, and I was like, bro, what are you saying?
If some of his quotes, if you actually go and read the words, it doesn't make sense. But I'm not going to get on him too much because it's not his first language. I'm going to try and be respectful in that sense.
Yeah.
What I will say is that, again, I hope that the comments that it's said there, I hope it's not like a direct quote and it's just been taken out of context. Because again, like, he's technically right. He did have 3 or 4 years, I think, where he didn't win anything, but he got to a Europa League final, I think, in his first or second season, and was our Alberto Moreno mistake away from winning that. Like, and it was with that Liverpool team. He immediately changed the culture, the style of play, everything about that team immediately. So, like, yeah, it's he didn't win stuff, but he did so much to that team immediately.
Yeah.
So like,
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Before we continue on with these comments, we've got the special panelist, Andrew. Mr. Andrew himself. How are we?
I'm alright. You're alright.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I'm good. My guy as well. I've
What?
I've got Casually's link in the description as well, man. Make sure you guys go subscribe
Yes.
to Casually as well, man. Show some love over there, man. Show some love. Mr. Andrew, thoughts on have you seen some of Pochettino's comments? Have you seen some of them?
Was this about the referee or was this
The referee one, this one as well. Apparently, this guy said, "I don't judge coach on or coaching stuff for winning titles." You having a laugh, mate? What's that about, bro?
Didn't he say this like years ago or something as well?
I think
so this is the thing. This is where I don't like. This is what I tried to be as fair as I could while also saying it sounds a bit stupid because I didn't want to like go in on him. He's had enough for the moment.
Sure, he said this years ago, didn't he, or something like that? Egos or something, trophies and egos.
Yeah, man.
Something like that.
I think it's a whole article from the Independent, bro. Fuck the Independent, bro. And then look, he's bitching about the referee again. What's going on here, man? Enough on the referee,
I like this. No, I like this because Mourinho did this. Mourinho did this a lot, so I do like this, and I do like it because
you do like it.
I do. I get in the referee's head, innit? You know what I mean? Get in the referee's head. That's all.
Exactly
or
that.
make them doubt. Doubt them. I do like it. Mourinho did it. All the best have done it. Fergie's done it. Wenger's done it. Pep's done it. It's just one of those things. That's all.
Yeah, it's very similar to the other ones. Very similar to the other quotes was saying he wants the jewels were not given 50-50. The colours are not always red. I want to be treated in the fair way. The same as the other ones. To be
I think he's referring to the league game where we didn't get the penalties.
All right.
Yeah, the 4-1.
I think he's referring to. I think the underlying message is referring to the previous game where we didn't get the penalties. Whether that would have had a big influence over the game, it doesn't matter. We just weren't given them when they're blatant. Something like that.
Yeah, and then enough Pochettino quotes because we've got some player quotes.
Ooh.
Here we go, Mr. Enzo Fernandez, the GOAT, the true GOAT, man, the World Cup winner, the only not only winner, but we haven't got a lot of winners, man. He's one of them, though. He's one of them. The World Cup, man, goated. He said, Enzo, to win this competition at Wembley would be really important. I want to win it, but it's not just for me. I want to win it with this group. The group deserves this title because it's not always been easy over the last 18 months. Listen, we've known what it's been like the last 18 months, Enzo, but it's been shit. And for me, this is a big game. We'll get into the game a little bit more later, but this is a big one for the team, for the squad, for the owners, for the fans, everything, man. It's a big game. It's a big game. And then you got Mr. Malo Gusto, the ones we just spoken about. Listen, GOAT right back, man. I'm waiting for him to right wing back him and Rhys James right centre back with Mr. Thomas Tuchel as our manager. We're winning everything, bro. We're winning everything, man.
You think Tuchel's coming back?
He's not coming back. I know, but it's basically impossible. But let man dream, man. Pochettino helps us a lot. He has tried to show us the desire to win, to keep fighting. He knows he has to wake up our mentality, to wake up our desire to win everything. We are the Chelsea, and big clubs like Chelsea has to win everything. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, and do you know what's good about hearing those comments, like all those type of comments, guys like Gusto and Enzo, is it should kill this narrative for certain players, especially common players, of they get the club. You don't have to be from common to get the club. Those comments right there tell me Gusto gets the club straight away.
Yeah.
Straight away. And he's French and came through Lyon's academy.
Top guy, man.
So
and he got Chilwell. He got Chilwell. Listen, this is a good comment, but that one, I don't think I'm even going to bring up the one that he said about Salah. Like, bro, leave Salah alone, bro. I hope he doesn't play, and that's it. He said this is massive for many reasons. The opposition, firstly, and the fact we've lost to them twice in 2 cup finals. We want to get revenge. Secondly, it's a major trophy. Everyone wants to win major trophies. It's a cup final at Wembley. Listen, I've already mentioned I was at the games a couple seasons ago when we lost to Liverpool in both finals in the penalties. If we lose again, I don't think I'll be returning to Wembley. I think that's me done, to be honest.
It's fine. We haven't got Kepa. We haven't got Mount. We should be fine.
Our record at Wembley is so bad.
Oh, it's hideous. If we lose tomorrow, we'll be the first English team ever to lose 6 cup finals in a row, I think.
Man, but when's the last time we won one of these FA Cups, Carabao Cup? Was it under Mourinho? No, Conte 28.
It would have been
18.
Conte, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
Hazard
Conte. That.
against United.
Yeah, it's a penalty. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so bad though, considering how many finals we've been since then. Oh,
Also, let me reiterate or change what I said. It's cup finals at Wembley, I believe. I should say.
yeah, man. Yeah, honestly, it's bad. That's bad. It's bad. What else we got here? What else? I don't. Oh yeah, this one. This is one thing we could talk about before getting to the game. How this changes what happens if we win. Because here it says from Jacob Steinberg, Chelsea are happy with Mauricio Pochettino and he has a strong relationship with the board. The views that when Stanley and Stewart have done well circumstances, I don't know English there, Chelsea want to help Stewart and when Stanley go from good to great. So we had this, the main talking point a couple of weeks ago was that when Stanley and Stewart need to go, Pochettino need to go. All of a sudden, we've hired 2 new members of the board who were wanted from this with Stanley and Stewart, and now they want to help Pochettino go from great to good to great. So I think even if we lose this, he's not going anywhere. So even at the end of the season,
I think the problem is I have is that it can't be acceptable if you finish 10th or 11th or 9th. Do you know what I mean? That can't be acceptable. I don't care if they have whatever new feelings they have. That even if we win a League Cup, win a League Cup and finishing 10th is still not acceptable.
That's a failure.
It's not good. It's not a very good season whatsoever.
I know everyone talks about like the old regime, and obviously it isn't the old regime, but there is a similar kind of thing you can use in terms of Conte. Didn't we finish? Where did we finish with Conte at the 17-18?
5th.
We finished 5th and won an FA Cup, and he got sacked, and should have been sacked a lot sooner than he was.
Yep.
yeah.
He was winning. In January we were top of the table ahead by a few points as well in that season as well. So, League Cup and 10th is still not acceptable for me. I'm sorry, I'm just not accepting it. Now, if you're talking League Cup 6th or 7th or 8th, possible.
Yeah, and the thing is like what we're seeing as well is this is something that, as bad as Pochettino has been, and we keep saying this, he can turn this around. Look at the results today. Manchester United lost deservedly, and this is how they've been the whole season. They've just been scumbagging their ways to wins.
Yeah.
This is how they've been the whole season, and they stink, and they lost.
Yeah, I think it's just getting through it. It's not really great.
You had Newcastle were above us. They lost convincingly today.
Yeah,
we should be able to catch them. West Ham have been unconvincing. We can catch them.
But a few times this season, they've been able to put shit house away for like 4 or 5 straight wins. They've done it all season. They just don't play good football, but
they nearly did it
the wins. And it's like, I don't understand. It's like, if we win tomorrow, the simplest motivation for the guys would be, do you like this feeling? Would you want more of it? Okay, well, let's get further in the FA Cup. Let's get further up the league. You want more taste of this? Let's go. Let's do this. Because we've got an FA Cup game midweek, so there's no real chance to celebrate this at all. Maybe an hour or 2 after the actual final whistle if we win. But we've got Leeds Wednesday, I think, or something like that. So we need to go straight in. So just motivate the guys to go, do you want to come back here again? Do you want to win? Do you like winning silverware?
Exactly.
Okay, well, let's go up the table. It should be easy motivation, right? For the rest of the season. That's what it should be. So let's put a run together. Let's try and win like 5 league games in a row for once. I don't know how long that's been. Do you know what I mean? Let's just go.
Do you know what it is, Andrew? I said it yesterday on Hassam's channel when we've done the preview. I honestly feel if we win tomorrow, it will somehow help us win the FA Cup as well. It's just that feeling of winning a cup. Like, look, we've seen how bad we've been this season, but we're still in the final, and we've got Leeds at home in the FA Cup. That should be, we should progress in that quite comfortably. And all of a sudden we're slowly getting our way through these competitions, and all of a sudden we're in the semi-final, and then we're in the final.
Right.
I just felt like this could help us, especially the squad, a young squad. Before we continue, we've got Nina. Big up Nina in the chat. Come on, Chelsea. I put a link in the description, not in the description, in the chat. Make sure you guys subscribe to her as well, man. Show some love to Nina. But yeah, look, like I'm saying, I really think this is going to help us win. If we win tomorrow, it's a huge game for many reasons, but also for the FA Cup. I think it's just a boost for all these young players. You've got a couple of players like Colwell. He's won with England in the summer. Noni, who else? Palmer won it. things like that. You've got Chilwell, obviously experienced, and Thiago Silva. But I'm saying the majority of the squad, the manager, for the board, the owners, this is going to be their first trophy, right? And for them to come in, and if we win, I think it's massive, man. I think it's massive. And then Chelsea haven't gone 2 consecutive seasons without a trophy in 20 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is
That's bad.
That's scary. That's scary, man. That's quite scary. Let's see some of these comments. Here we go. 4 points behind 7th. We need 2 wins.
Right. We because we'd have a game in hand over most others. Like Newcastle, for example, we've got a game over them. We're only 2 points behind them. Brighton are sort of in a sticky patch at the moment as well. Man United, Man United got City next. Do you know what I mean? They've got City in the league next. So, and then I think they've got like Liverpool soon as well. So it's like we need to start putting a run together ourselves. I mean, I know we've got like I think it's April or a bit late March. We've got a bit of a sticky one, but need to put some runs together, man. That's all.
Yeah. Listen, here we go. You can lose this one because you're 10th for a reason. You're shit. All right, mate. Fucking hell, mate. Calm down. Listen, it's a cup game. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Here we go. I mean, listen, Scott, what's this? Chelsea Blue. Scott, you were EPL is overrated. Newcastle look like a relegation team today. Shake my head. Oh my god, bro. Listen, Newcastle.
The Premier League's always been overrated. Well, recently. It's just like it depends on what you view. It's the most entertaining league in the world. But that's because it's like a basketball game. Most games. Go and look at the Forest Villa game from today. That's the reason why it's entertaining, because the games will finish 4-2. But that's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing, man. It's not a good thing. Gusto needs to lock up Diaz. Yes. Was it an FA Cup final or the Carabao Cup final last year? That it was Chalobah versus Diaz. And Diaz absolutely.
I'm thinking it was the FA. I think it was the FA.
I think it was the FA.
Cup. It's the League Cup.
League Cup?
Yeah,
Chalobah was
the FA Cup
we played.
The FA Cup we played in yellow, didn't we? And I seem to remember Chalobah was in blue. Because remember Chalobah got a kick to his balls as well in the final. The guy should have got sent off.
We've been robbed many times, bro. We've been robbed many times, bro. Loudmouth football, big up to you. Yo, Ziad, subscribe because of your Chelsea tone. Do it again, bro. Chelsea. Go on, bro. Big up to you, brother. Big up to you, man. Listen, PR. Yeah, I know. It's probably a lot of PR, man. Probably a lot of PR. Again, lucky draw in the FA Cup. Yes, definitely can reach it. That's what I'm saying, man. It's not these competitions, cup competitions. It's not. I say it's not really that difficult to get into them. It's not really a lot of games you play. Look at our Carabao Cup game. We didn't play that many top teams. You beat Brighton and Newcastle. Well, yeah, fair enough, but it's very doable. Big up to Junior, man. You're always in here. Big up to you, brother. You catch United. I don't wish for anything else. I mean, but that's it is in terms of league table. Like, realistically, how high can we go? We're not gonna do you think we can get top 5? Like, based on like,
I ruled it out.
Is it I think top 6, maybe 6th is like no. I think that's the reason if we're being reasonable.
Well, that's you shoot yourself up that, like, for instance, a couple of wins and the other teams drop points, you suddenly go 10th to 7th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. But anyway, on Liverpool side, you see how everyone's using that Liverpool excuse, their injuries, but look, I'm telling you now, Mohamed Salah is going to start. Darwin Núñez is going to start. Even if they do not start, they're going to get a lot of game time. I can tell you that for sure, man. They're going to get a lot of game time. But listen, fuck Liverpool, man. We're here to talk about Chelsea. Chelsea's lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Are we doing the same against Man City? Is Pochettino going to bottle it? Is the players going to boil it for us? Do we stand a chance? Who's going to start? What do you guys think? What are we saying? Scott, I'm going to start with you, man. What do you think? Would you go to the same thing? Same thing as City?
Me and Andrew had a conversation about this on the casualty preview we did the other night, and I'm still in two minds because I understand the argument for having the same team because of how you played against City and how you can use some of the players and everything. But for me, when it comes to cup finals, I think there are certain things that go out the window and there's certain things you have to change for me. Number one being, like, if your best players are fit to play at least 45 minutes, they should start. And so for me, I don't care how you fit him in. I'm starting Nkunku. I don't care how you fit him in, whether you drop Jackson, Sterling, Gallagher, whoever. For me, he has to start. He's fit enough to play. He's played 8 out of the last 9 games, I think, or 10 games, I think. The only one he missed was 1 game from a hip injury, which he then played the next game afterwards. And in all of those games, he's played at least 30 minutes. He's fit enough to play in this game. In fact, he started against Wolves. So for me, he needs to start. But
Who started
I don't know
against Wolves?
Nkunku.
Did he?
Was it Wolves or was it another game? I looked the other night. He definitely started to play about 70 minutes. I think it was against Wolves.
I think I remember him starting against Palace at home.
Let me go check.
I don't think he started at Wolves. Unless I'm bugging. I'm pretty sure he started Palace at home. That's the game Lavia came on and they got injured. Which one was it?
No, it was against Wolves. The 4-2, he played 72 minutes.
Oh shit! Never mind. The score is correct.
Yeah, the home game against Wolves, not the away game. That was his first game back after injury, where we lost 2-1, where he got the goal. The reverse leg, he played. Exactly. And he's starting against Palace as well. So like this is the thing. He's already started games. He's already played. He also played. Yeah, he started against Palace, started against Wolves. He played a little bit against Villa. That doesn't really count. But like he's played games, and I think at this point, if he's not fit, I'll put it this way: if he's not fit enough to start, I'm seriously asking what is going on, because he's played enough minutes at this point where he should, in my mind, be fit enough to start this game. And if he's fit, then he has to start because he's your best player. You've spent the entire season from a fan and a manager perspective talking up how much we need him. To then not start him in our biggest game of the season, as depressing as that is to say, seems a bit backwards then if you've spent most of the season talking about him.
Yeah, and look, I think you've answered Scarlett's question. Scott, what have you seen from Nkunku for him to start though? I think
he's the best player on the team. He's just, in terms of ability, he's just the best player on the team. You see it in terms of obviously the goal against Liverpool that he scored, the goal against Wolves in his first game back, like his movement in the box, his link-up play, the assist, I think it was, his part in the goal we scored against Palace. Like, he is just the best player on the pitch, or our best player. Whether he's fit enough to start is a different question. That's why I say if he's fit enough to start, but based on what I've seen so far, I think he is. Yeah.
So, what do you think, Mr. Andrew? Are we starting Nkunku? Are we Gallagher? Because I don't think Gallagher's getting dropped no matter what. That guy's not getting.
Oh no, I agree. I don't think he's getting dropped.
So we're gonna have to sacrifice Jackson or Sterling if we're gonna get it. Nkunku as well.
I don't want to see any changes really to the Man City lineup. I'm very reluctant to change it in the final. Now, if you want to start the Nkunku from the games after the final, I've got no problem. I just think I would just go with the team that started against City and go from there. I'll just take if they're in a good mindset, just take them from there and just put them on there. Just don't make any changes whatsoever to that team. Just go from there. After the cup final, if we win, you can then talk about changing it for the rest of the season or something like that. I have no problem. I'm just a bit reluctant to change it. Seeing as how well it did for about 70 odd minutes away to Man City before the manager tinkered with it. And try it from there. Plus it's a wider pitch. Bit more space, I think, as well. The front three, I did like the front three last week. It was more of a fluid front three. Palmer and Jackson really interchanged a lot. One would go wide and the other would take his space. Look at that! Look at the goal we scored. Just the build-up play between them two to get us equalising, and then Sterling did what he did at Man City. Basically, finished off the job. That's how we should use Sterling. That's how Sterling should be used. By the way, literally on the end of things. So I would do that. Plus, Gallagher. That was a perfect game. That's if you want to say Gallagher is a good. If you rate Gallagher, Man City is the perfect game because you simplify his instructions and target one player. So tomorrow I would have him target McAllister.
There we go. Yeah,
McAllister. That's what I'd have him do. He's their best midfielder.
we've
Stick
got a
on
problem that we haven't had, a good problem we haven't had the whole season, and that's that you can make a
selection.
case. In terms of that front four, you can
Mm.
make a case for damn near anyone to start, apart from one player, I'd say. Outside of one player, you can make a case for any other player to start. And we haven't had that the entire season.
I think what Andrew just said in terms of Gallagher, because Gallagher's best thing is being an absolute fucking nuisance. The guy's a headache to
I
play
agree.
against.
Like,
the guy's
I
a
agree, and
headache.
that's the thing, and I think that's the positive about him. And I think if you, like we said this last night, like if you can literally don't complicate things for him. He obviously can't deal with a lot of instructions all at once. So simplify it. All you have to do is tell him, don't get sent off, but that should be a given. But I don't want to see you any less than like 2 inches away from McAllister at all times, and don't give him anything. Like do not leave his side. Like and when you get the ball, simple one-touch passing, nothing complicated. Don't hold the ball. Don't try and turn around. Don't try and do just simple stuff. And then because that's what he did against City. That's what he did. I think. What was the game?
Rodri
Well, there was
didn't
another
get into,
game.
Rodri
I
didn't get
can't
into the
remember
game.
I can't remember what game it was. It was a game recently where he played, and I didn't notice him, but not in a bad sense. Like because everything he did was simple, and he didn't look out of place. And that's a good thing you can say about Gallagher. Like, and that's the thing is like, if just keep it simple, and you can get something out of Gallagher. It's not going to be world class, but it's going to be effective. Like we saw against City, it's going to be very effective.
If you see, he's not good with low block teams. I'm going to it's going to be a contradictory statement because he did score 2 goals against them. But if you look at his overall play against Palace, he was very non-existent. Very non-existent in terms of, I know he popped up and scored 2 goals, and I thank him for that. But his overall play wasn't. The stats will mislead you in his overall performance. Whereas Man City and also Villa.
I think it might have been the Villa game.
Yeah, those were ones where he, especially the City game where we didn't have a lot of the ball. That was by design. It was designed to let City have the ball. Now, I have a feeling that Liverpool don't want to have the ball either tomorrow, so they're going to try and give it to us.
That would be dangerous.
Well, I would let them. Let them have the ball, and then once we try and counter attack, I want to see if they respond by still keeping the high line. And if they keep the high line, I think we can hit them on the break. Now, then it's all up to the forwards to convert, and that's not on the manager. That's on the forwards to convert, right? That's all it is. Poch, very simple, Poch. But you have the history of complicating things. So, literally, do what you did against City. Set us up to get that front, and then it's up to the forwards to.
I think what is to what degree we don't have the ball, because I think against Liverpool, the recent one 4-1, I don't think we had the ball to a great amount, and then we went on the counter and then we bottled a few chances. So in that degree, you don't know. But then against City, we didn't touch the ball. It's not a case of we didn't have it. We basically didn't touch it unless we were going on the break or countering them. That's the only time we had it.
The difference between City and Liverpool games is the midfield was so far apart. At Anfield, it was just non-existent. It was like Caicedo by himself collecting the ball as like a sweeper. He was in the middle of the defence. He was by Thiago Silva for portions of that game. Whereas City, they were a bit higher up, a bit closer together, and that we were able to compact and break up a lot of City's play. They couldn't get the ball for like 60 minutes, 60, 70 minutes. So it'd be something like that. Now, obviously, I still don't know what we're all like trying to guess what Liverpool's team's going to be because of their injuries and everything like that.
I actually think their team is fairly guessable. I think their team is fairly. I think for the first time in a while, I think both, and this is mainly because of the injuries, I think both teams are fairly guessable. I think you can narrow down basically every player outside of like a couple. I think it will be for them at the same team they played against Luton, because I don't know if the guys that are injured, well, based on what I saw today, there's everyone that is expected to be out is out apart from 3 players, and that's Salah, Nunez, and Szoboszlai are the only 3 players that they're going to see on the day.
I'd be very surprised if the rumours about Salah having a hamstring injury are true. I don't, even if it's a final, I don't think they risk him from the start. At least
I agree. I think it will be the same team that
Nunez
played
is a
against Luton.
foot injury, unless it's broken or fractured. They could probably give him an injection to go over that. Shoshbai, I can't remember what his injury was, but he's been out for longer, so he's got more of a chance of.
But like, I think it's more than likely it's going to be all three of them on the bench, and they probably come on in the second half, and then they start with the same team they played against Luton, which should be a bonus for us. But as I said, like as you said, Andrew, the thing about this game is this game may end up looking like a basketball game, or probably should in some ways, because that helps both teams. It's going to be open as fuck, which means that Liverpool are going to be able to do their usual, blood and thunder, getting forward that they normally do. But it also helps us because it means Liverpool's midfield especially is further apart. You've got a 30-year-old Endo who apparently has been good this season, and I found out yesterday hasn't lost so far in his Liverpool career. Every game he started.
Okay, well let's change that record today to be broken. So let's change that.
Exactly, but yeah, it means that he's stuck by himself. You've got a Gravenberch who doesn't like to press, stuck by himself, and you've got a McAllister potentially with Gallagher just nipping at his heels the entire game.
It'll be interesting to see because obviously we were on a preview that they don't know whether Bradley's going to start right back or they're going to put Gomez at right back and put Robinson at left back tomorrow. So that's
I think
one of the things as well.
What I got from Liverpool fans, they want Bradley on the right and then Gomez on the left.
Right, but that's what I'm talking about. So they didn't know whether Gomez was going to do right. They're going to start the left back or right back tomorrow because Robinson's back now. So it's like, but then again, see, the problem is they're in the same stuff. None of the team wants this to go to extra time because we've both got games in midweek in the FA Cup. So it's like,
let's go to extra time, though, Andrew. Come on, let's be honest.
No. But what I'm saying is, I know our team because I think I know our team anyway. What it should be, but Liverpool, it's going to be tricky for Klopp to go. Do I go full strength team here and then risk it? Because I don't know who they play. Is it Southampton at home?
I say they have got the easier game based on form,
right? But they're picking up injuries.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's just no depth
standing essentially.
Yeah. And we got a Liverpool fan, I believe. I bet Liverpool fan, Mr. Ravi. He's saying, Ravi, do you trust Pochettino's with tactics? We will have Sunday. What tactics he will have on Sunday? But this,
we've seen it
doing well. Yeah, we've seen him do well in terms of both games against City. To be fair to him, the game against Arsenal. What else? Tottenham.
It's not even just the in-game tactics. Like it's the way we go from the start. This will be the third time we've played Liverpool this season, and we've already seen us play two different times against Liverpool. We've played them twice. Like we could see us play against Liverpool 3 different ways in one season, which is and that's a problem. That shouldn't really be the case, and that's the issue. It's been the issue the whole season.
It shouldn't. That's the problem. That's why when people go. We get into the whole argument now. Poch Poch this, Poch that. It's not his fault. Blah blah blah. But we don't know what he's going to do tomorrow. That's the whole thing. He's played different. Look at the game against Villa. Perfect. He did exactly what everyone wanted him to do. Midfield, just little few changes. Midfield closer and 2 fullbacks. Look at the difference. Do you know what I mean? Look at the difference. He then goes to Palace. That first half was atrocious. He changed it. He changed it. And even the second half, we weren't that great, but he changed it. And then City, he changed it again, reverted back to like a Villa type style of game in terms of the lineup and everything, and it worked. So it's like you're not. It's like when we say like we're worried and like we don't rate him as an elite coach, it's because you make so many of these mistakes that keep popping up, and you're not learning. So we can't put you in an elite category. Because you're not learning, you revert back to something. And it's like look at all his time with Tottenham. It's like he played against us in the semi-final. He played Song at left wing back.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? He went through it at the back to match us,
and he gave away a penalty as well that game, didn't he?
Yeah, we've seen this.
He gave away a penalty as well. Yeah, you're right.
We've seen this. We've seen this throughout his career. I mean, you look at obviously everyone talks about the Champions League final, reverted back to tight when an unfit Kane up top for no reason. You look at PSG. Just to fit that front three, he decided to change things up. Played Verratti at the 10, was having Di Maria in centre mid in games, like for no reason. Like it made no sense just to fit that front three. I understand why you want to play that front three, but if it doesn't fit with what you want to do, then don't play it. And that's.
But look at the in-game stuff last week. 70 minutes fine. Then just a change. I don't even think it was the subs. I think it was just a change of formation that didn't work. You know, we went to a back three.
I think it was the timing as well. It was
like
the timing.
The timing as well. Don't go at 70 minutes. Go at 80 minutes because they weren't breaking through. They scored with a deflected goal. Do you know what I mean? They weren't. You know what I mean? Everyone goes, "Oh, Howland would have buried those chances." Yeah, well, we missed a whole load of chances as well. So why wouldn't we bury them? Why do you give us that same latitude to say, "Oh yeah, even if Howland would have buried them, okay, it would have been 3-3." Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you know,
I think the main one.
What makes it worse with that thing at City is like, and for me, what gives credence to the whole subs thing is the guys who were involved in the goal from active were the two subs you brought on. Cassidy doesn't close him down enough, and Chalobah's the one who it deflects off. So they're involved in the goal. So like, it's annoying, and obviously you can say, "Oh, it's a deflected goal. Wasn't much you can do," but there is enough there to suggest that if you don't do what you're doing, maybe don't score. Obviously, it's impossible to say.
This is where the injuries have hurt us with Nkuku, Lavia, and Carney. Is because we don't have the options on the bench to even bring one of them on, or even bring on a Gallagher for the last 15 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Gallagher last week at City played well, but if we had those other players on and they've been playing a big chunk of this season, to have someone like Gallagher and literally just go on and terrorise them for 15 minutes would be perfect.
Like
it would be absolutely perfect.
For example,
to go on
you've got
15 minutes. You see that Rodri bloke? Do not let him. Do you know what? Be a shadow. Do not let him out of your sight. Don't even.
Well, I was going to say, Andrew, I was going to say, you literally could have, because all you would have done in that situation is Caicedo would have done his job, because you'd assume Lavia would have started the DM, and then you just take Caicedo off, put Gallagher on him, have him do the same job, and he can do it. And that's you don't have like for like subs. Instead, we're bringing on Caicedo, who is kind of maybe more of a 8/10, who's more going defensively. And so it's like we don't really have the like for like subs in some places.
But even tomorrow, it's like tomorrow. Okay, so if the situation comes and we're 1-0 up, and we're going into the 70th minute, don't do retreat tactics. If they're not, if they're not probing our goal like that, even as much City, and I've got we're not sitting there going, "My God, Petrovic has really bailed us out." Then just make subs. You don't need to change the formation. Do you know what I mean? Don't go to a 3 at the back. Do you know what I mean? Just change it up a bit. Change in terms of the subs. Just move people about. Or
but
make
also,
it a flat 3 in midfield. You know what I mean? Instead of
and the thing is, if you want to make subs that make sense in terms of if you want to make some defensive subs, that's cool, and maybe go to a back 5, fine. But if you do that, and I know I'll get people turn their nose with what I'm about to suggest, but it makes sense, is put Mudryk on that left hand side then at the same time, because then you've got that outball every time with him over the top. He might not be the best player in the world, he might be crap, but you've got that outball, which we didn't have against City. You've got that outball to get some pressure off you for a few seconds, a couple of minutes, whatever it is, and you've got a potential counter-attacking option.
Yeah, I think Wembley, Mudryk's got to play a part.
If you're going to make defensive subs, I don't mind.
I say Mudryk's got to play a part, I think, tomorrow. Especially if we go to extra time and he gets on that pitch.
I think it depends if we go
quote-unquote tired legs. I think it's got to happen.
I think it depends on the situation and the scenario, as I said, like that. But this comes down to in-game tactics. Like if we're this is never going to happen, but say we were 2-3-0 up, maybe you don't need to necessarily bring him on depending on the game state. But if it's, as I said, if it's 1-0, it's tight, they're pressing you high up the pitch, then maybe you bring him on because you've got that outball. As it just depends about the game state, but this comes back to the in-game management. Poch has to recognise this stuff. It's no good us recognising him. He's fuck all. It means nothing. He's got to recognise it.
Yeah, and also when you get to if it does go to extra time, your subs are even more important then, because in the back of your mind you've got to be thinking about penalty shootout. So if Palmer's dead on his legs, you still can't take him off because he's going to be one of the penalty takers.
Yeah.
So and this is the thing, Andrew.
And even if he is, let's say you need to make a sub in that situation. The one guy you're looking to, if you're looking to a sub for Palmer, is not Mudryk, it's Madueke, because we know he can take a penalty. We've seen it this season. We know he can take a penalty and score. We haven't seen that from Mudryk, and it obviously Poch will have in training, but we just haven't seen it, and so it kind of sucks for him. But that's the things you have to think about in these situations. It's the unfortunate reality of being in finals, and sometimes you don't get to play your part because other people are more important and more needed in that moment. But if he is needed, then hopefully he can, show something.
I think the one thing with Pochettino, first of all, guys, make sure you guys are like and subscribe, man. Show some love to the channel. 62 of you in here. How many likes we on, man? 59 likes. Get the likes up, people. Make sure you're subscribing as well. We got Scott's Twitter in the description as well. Follow him, man. Cheeky follow for Scott, and then casually in the description as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to them as well. But one thing I'll say about Pochettino is that we don't know who's going to turn up. What Pochettino is going to turn up. The players we know can perform. They have been inconsistent. They have missed a lot of chances. They have, not played to the standard. But at the end of the day, Pochettino, is he going to get it right like he's done in a couple of games? Or is he going to make us look shit and then Liverpool are going to walk all over us? I think it's one or two ways, all right?
Yeah.
They're either going to walk all over us or we're actually going to put a good fight and we're going to be able to cause them some troubles. But we don't know which one is going to show up. We really don't know because at the end of the day, if he does win or if he doesn't win, does it mean he stays? Does it mean he goes? We don't know because I don't think this guy's going anywhere. The main thing as well is that the sporting directors clearly trust this guy. Because look, we've got a comment here. It says, if we win, it will be good to the team and the club, but it doesn't give him a grid card for Poch to stay. He needs to leave regardless. But I don't see that happening. I honestly think if this guy wins this trophy, he's going to stay.
But the thing about the directors have to put their trust in him because they chose him. They're linked to Poch. They are linked to Poch. Remember, Potter, they didn't bring Potter in. They were hired after Potter was. Now, one of them might have known Potter, but they were hired after him. This is their guy, so this is their first appointment. They vetted everyone. They went through all the processes of the interviews with Poch before they went up to the final bosses and passed it. Do you know what I mean? So they have to do it because if he doesn't work out, it reflects badly on them. So they have to. All these reports. Oh yeah, the directors are backing. They have to. He's their guy. Do you know what I mean? He's their guy. They chose him. Their reputation is being held by him.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like sporting directors are going anywhere because we've just hired one person for the loan, and the other guy we just got from Brighton. And from what I've read, they were both really wanted from the sporting directors.
I honestly think,
especially the Swansea guy, that was pushed from the sporting directors. So I think a big problem we've got is probably more than the manager. It's the fact that these owners, regardless of how bad the manager is, these owners don't look like they want to get rid of these sporting directors. For me, in the long term, that is a massive problem.
Well, narratives will change, and I hope it doesn't happen if we lose tomorrow and we finish 10th and 11th again. That has to change then, because I don't care what you think about doing this and that. It's not working, because then you're but it's FFP stuff, and sustainability is a load of bollocks anyway. So all this like scaremongering stuff that they do is you are then thinking about the summer transfer window, right? Which I think we don't need to bring a lot in because it will upset the squad. Because for me, if Pep, one of the things I don't want to happen is if I see Sanchez in goal tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do. I swear to God. I don't know you backed him, but you can't. No Chelsea fan can convince me that Sanchez should come in over Petrovic at this moment in time.
No,
there's not a single Chelsea fan.
Too much,
there's no. What I'm saying is, if Petrovic works out, it sort of lessens then your budget on separating for a goalkeeper, right? Because you've got Petrovic who's working out, who's like a find that you're then not having to go pay 70 odd million for Diogo Costa or Mannion from AC Milan. Then the sole focus for me goes on the striker, right? And we all know their target's Osimhen and everything like that. But are you still willing to then allow Poch to have these players who, I think the players are playing for him, but they're following his instructions. And his instructions are not good in more than half the games this season. So I'm really reluctant to then give him someone like Osimhen, who's new to the league and everything like that, and follow his instructions. So I think it will change if it goes the other way in terms of we don't win the League Cup, we go out the FA Cup, and we finish like 10th and 11th. I really think it has to, or else I lose total faith in everything. Then I will actually go straight to the owners and be on that side and go, this is on you. Wholly on you. Because if you go into another season having finished so negatively with Poch, who we don't rate, you then cannot have a go at Poch because we've already made up our mind about Poch. We think he's not good enough, right? So we can't really go against Poch because in terms of criticising him anymore because we think he's not good enough. We then need to focus on the people who hired them, the directors, and the people who hired them, the owners. It goes fully on them. It doesn't go on Poch next season. So,
yeah, that's the one, man. That's the one as well. Look, end of the day, if he wins it, so now we're talking on the case of him staying or not. The sport directors want him gone. They don't want him gone. The owners not wanting him gone. If what would he have to achieve for him to stay? Because obviously this game coming up tomorrow is a like he has to win it. That has to be part of it. So what does he have to do? What league position? Obviously he has to win tomorrow. He can't lose. If we get to the FA Cup final, we can't lose. What if he wins both the cups and he finishes 5th?
Oh well, no. Well, then you have to give him the next season. No.
I was going to say, yeah. Are we talking from our perspective, or are we talking from what the club would do?
Fuck the club, because the club clearly don't have any standards from our perspective. Because at the end of the day, we are the fans that want this guy gone. We're the ones that said that he's not been good enough. We've criticized him for a long period of time. You guys you've criticized him longer than I have. But what would he have to do to change our minds and say, you know what, Pochettino, fair enough?
So
tomorrow's got to be a big indication.
What you just said, no matter if you were the biggest criticiser of Poch, you'd have to give him the next season, because he's won 2 out of the competitions you could only go for, and he's finished in a position. Let's be honest. If you're really honest with yourself, no Chelsea fan thought you were going to maybe get a 5th place and maybe a Champions League. If that's still the case, you'd have to give him. He'd earned then the next season. He'd earned it because he's won 2 out of the 3. Actually, do you know what? Because I didn't think we were going to the Premier League, so he's won 2 out of the trophies which he could only go for this season. So he's actually over. He's gone overboard on what was to be accepted. Now, for me, from being realistic, if you win the League Cup and you finish 6th to 7th, something like that, then I go, okay. I asked for that. I said 6 at the beginning, and I said, give me a cup run. We got that. Obviously I want to improve, but okay, let's see what you can do next season. Especially if we win and then we see an upturn in form in the league. Okay, carry it on. See what we can do. But if it, like I said, that's the minimum for me. If we win a League Cup and we're like 10th, then I don't think he doesn't deserve to stay. Even from the League Cup, if we finish 10th in the League Cup, that's not a good season.
I'm gonna be honest before I let Scott go. I'm gonna be honest. I think for him to stay, he's got to win both cups.
That's fine. I'm not going to argue.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. For me,
does that matter where he finishes in the league though?
Oh, he's got because we're only 3 points of 7th. I'm sorry.
That's what I mean. So if he finishes, so let me run this by. If he finishes, if we win both cups but finishes 11th,
no, fuck that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
You've got to be respectable in the league.
Yeah.
You've got to have some respect for 10th. That you're having a laugh.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm sorry. If you 6th and both cups, okay, it's not great, but we'll get there. But for me, the main reason I'll have him out if you don't win both those cups and get us respectful, man, there's a lot of good managers out there. There is a lot of good managers out there that we can pick from. Obviously, Tuchel is unlikely, but he's still out there, right? Hansi Flick, he's still out there. So why are you not laughing, bro? You don't know what. Come on, Thomas Tuchel, man.
No, I'm just laughing because you talk about Tuchel with Andrew on here is dangerous.
Yeah, listen, man. We can be here all night, man. We're ready to be in there for an hour. We can be here for another 4 hours if we talk about Tuchel. But my point
I was that close today. Harry Kane, you fucking mug. I was that close today. They were dropping points again.
Oh, listen. There's a lot of good managers out there. Like, who's out there? Flick's out there. Xabi Alonso is still out there, even though he's
Amaran's out
Liverpool.
Amaran.
Yeah, Amarim. I'd say I know he's not.
No. We're not doing this. Amaran, Potter 2.0. No. I need winners, Andrew. I need winners.
He's a winner,
bro. Where did he even coach, bro? Fucking Netherlands or some shit, bro. Allow me.
Portugal.
He's won. I don't want this guy from Portugal, man. No.
He's about to win. He's about to win Sporting's second Portuguese league for like 20 years.
Okay,
You know the
I didn't know
problem-
that. Fair enough. I didn't know
You know
that.
the problem though, and it's not directed at you. Everyone goes on about. You hear Sam say, big up Sam. Oh, don't want these like nouveau coaches. Those are the only ones out there.
Yep.
You do know that. Those are the only ones.
So you've either got the old dinosaurs,
yeah,
like Contes or your Mancinis or your
Mourinho's,
whoever,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
Mourinho's.
But you
You've got them.
nouveau.
You've got a couple of world-class coaches left, like your Flicks, I'd include in there, guys like that. And then it's all your new managers, your Nagelsmans, your De Zerbi. He was going to be someone.
Listen,
I know he isn't everyone's cup of tea, but he seems very disheartened at the moment with Brighton.
Let's be realistic. Zidane, I don't believe Zidane wants to work in England. I just don't believe he wants to work in England. I think he's waiting for that. I think he's waiting for that French job after the
this
Euros.
man's been out of work for like 2
He's
years.
overrated anyway, man. The guy's overrated, man.
Right. No. Okay. Whatever. What I'm saying is this: Ancelotti, he doesn't want this type of squad. He smokes cigars on the side of the pitch. You know what I mean? He's carefree. He doesn't care. Klopp's never going to he's going to take a year out anyway, so he's off the table. And Pep will never come to us because he's got City lined up. So then you're looking at there is no middle ground, right? When it comes to managers, that's got said. And I believe nowadays with this new generation of players, you need a balance of man management and coaching. We're seeing that, right? We're seeing it in the Premier League. The old school aren't going to work. Someone like Conte is not going to work for even like a year or something. It just doesn't work. Mourinho doesn't work anymore. So you are going to look at names, and whether you rate them or not, these are names that are always going to pop up now. De Zerbi, Amorim, Xabi Alonso, the Girona coach is going to pop up now. They finish Michel. Yeah. Those are the guys that are going to pop up now. And whether you think, the nouveau something like that, that is the management. That's what everyone's going for. Everyone wants that. Everyone wants that coach, that young coach, because they believe he'll be there for 5-10 years.
Yeah, but it hasn't worked, Andrew.
I know,
Chelsea.
but the problem is those are your only options.
No. But when you've got fucking Flick, yeah, and even Tuchel, I'm gonna mention Tuchel again. Because the guy is still out there, and if the board want to fucking swallow their pride, and accept that they got it wrong and they fucked up, I'm sorry. Even if Pochettino wins both the cups, that gets us 5th. I don't want to go to another season where teams are gonna have a better manager than us, because Tuchel will end up going United and fucking us up. And I don't want to say what I want to say because that's haram, bruv. But he's gonna do it, bruv. He's gonna do it. At the end of the day, we need a better man. We need a better manager. I'm not gonna. It's like lowering. It's almost lowering your standards. Say, Pochettino, well done. You were shit, but you done well in terms of you won both cups. Okay, and you got us 6th. That is okay season. But then you look at hindsight. Look, bro, there's going to be so many teams that are gonna have a better manager than us. There's so
That's
many
fine.
teams.
I will just say this.
We agree with you.
Yeah,
but
we agree.
The problem is to get a better manager, all of the guys we're mentioning, Amorim, your De Zerbis, your Nagelsmann, all of these, Xabi Alonso, these men are all better than Poch. These men are all better than Poch.
Yeah, we're not saying that. Not too cool for me. I'm sorry. You fail like that at Bayern Munich, you are not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
If I was Tuchel, he doesn't need another top job. He needs to rebuild his career now. He needs to rebuild. I tell you what he needs to do. When Xabi Alonso leaves Bayer Leverkusen, he needs to go to Bayer Leverkusen or something like that. That's what he needs to do. He needs to go back to
And do you know what this reminds me of, by the way?
Let's go back to mine.
Do you know what this reminds me of? I say, do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, because everyone keeps talking about how he isn't moving on from these, like Kimmich and whatnot. This reminds me of when Novak went there after he won the German Cup with Frankfurt.
Yeah.
It was too much of a step up, and he tried to get rid of Muller, and it didn't work. And then Flick came in, and Muller became the most creative player in the world. Like,
but
I'm sorry, there's no better. He's not doing any better than Novak did with that team. Kovac. Niko Kovac. He's not doing any better. And we're talking about a guy who didn't work at Monaco, won a cup at Frankfurt. Like, yeah, he did with us, and I'm glad for what he did, but that time's passed. With Tuchel, that time's passed.
West Ham and Newcastle next for Tuchel, that level.
Okay, I'm not. Listen, stop. I'm not having disrespect on Thomas Tuchel, man. Let's just focus. The man might just say Thomas Tuchel to fucking West Ham. I'm sorry. Listen, let's focus on the manager that we've got now. Let's hope you can fucking win tomorrow. Let's hope you can win the FA Cup. Let's hope you can get at least top 6, and then we go from there. Because
This man crush on Tuchel is mad.
no, it's not a man crush. The guy put Chelsea back on top, bro. Listen, anyway, JC
No, he
says,
didn't.
if you remember last year Europa League, a wonder goal from halfway line, knocking out Arsenal. That team had Ugarte and no more superstars. Amarin has coached them into a good team.
Yeah.
Are you telling me they were Ugarte FC? Is that what you're telling me, bro?
No,
No,
just
they had a
said
couple
Garte was the only known. Really, actually, Garte was only known because we went after him in the summer. That's why everyone knows.
They have good players, but like he is definitely he is definitely up there as like one of the most sought after coaches at the moment. And
but that's what we're talking about, though. That's what we're talking about.
What we're in a stage of right now, right, is where Pep was before he became Pep, like when he first became Barca manager after I think it was Rijkaard. Like that's where we're at with some of these managers. Like they may end up becoming that world-class level, but the problem is there's no one there. There's no middle ground. There's no one that's in between the world-class level and like these men. It's just you've got your, like as we said, Flick, and that might be about it that's available, unless you want to try and go Klopp, but he ain't going to want to come. And then there's a bit of a gap, unless you want to go for a dinosaur.
Yeah. But it's but this is what we're talking about, though. It's like, are we getting a manager in who is there in terms of is to get these players to a certain level, and then you bring another manager in to go over that? Do you know what I mean? That's what we're talking about. And I don't think Poch was supposed to be that.
That's the thing.
But he's not. So it's like,
I think that's the thing. Both the guys we brought in have, in my mind, or at least this is where I envision both of them, were brought in to basically make Chelsea a perennial top 4 team. Like every year we'd finish top 4. It might be 3rd, 2nd, maybe luckily once. But you get into that point where it's just the manager you need to change to put them over the top, and then you go and get your Flicks, whatever, or whoever's out at the moment. It's just these guys we have had in Potter and Poch have massively underwhelmed. Also, to answer your question earlier, because you didn't ask me, for me, bare minimum is at least 1 cup and 6th. Bare minimum to not get sacked.
1 cup and 6th.
At least 1 cup and 6th. Preferably, I'd like 2, but I'll take at least 1 cup and 6th minimum. Bare minimum. And that will be an acceptance of fair enough.
I don't know about 1 cup and 6th. Anyway, man, 1 cup and 6th, man.
As I said, that's bare minimum. Like I'll celebrate in terms of I'll rub it in Liverpool's faces, but I ain't gonna be happy. I'll just accept it and be like, cool, that was our season. Like somehow managed. I've said from about 3-4 weeks ago, he has to basically win every game between now and the end of the season for me to be happy with him.
Yeah, but this is the thing. No one can tell what's going to happen from now and the end of the season, man. It's going to be crazy. And if you got here say Liverpool will cook Chelsea and Wembley tomorrow, like I said, man, we're either going to get cooked or we're going to put in a good fight. I don't know which one is going to be, man. I don't know which one is going to be. Again, Chelsea will lose tomorrow. Mr. Arthur, Leeds fan apparently. All right, mate. Spawn directors are good talent. With good talent ID with Santos, Angelo Palmer, Gusto, etc. But I don't know if they can run everything. This is what I said when we were talking about Spawn direct. Say that again.
I'll say this has been my issue with them. Basically, I don't know from what point I realized this, but like, yeah, these guys are basically glorified scouts. Like when it comes to the actual identifying talent, it's like A1. They've had 1 dud, I think, out of their entire guys they've signed, and even that dud could become something goodish. It might take some time, but they can't run stuff. They can't do deals properly. They can't do like the day-to-day workings in terms of running a brigade. At least one of them can't. Absolutely, like
so
that's the problem. You need someone above them. You need an Edwards, a Monchi, a Cheeky, whoever above them.
So the first 2 names on that list, still big question marks for me. The second 2, fine, no problem. They might end up, Petrovic might be another one, but we don't know whether we worked out if Sanchez has been fit all season. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, listen, it's very rare that a club will get even 50% of their transfers correct throughout the entire history. Do you know what I mean? It's just now about, for me, it's this summer on a sidetrack should be more about people going out than coming in this summer, if you understand what I'm saying. little things. For me, if we're talking about summer, it's striker and a left back and a possible number centre back, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then it's like getting everyone else out. That's what it is.
I wouldn't mind keeping these lot in terms of scouting and buying players, but to run them who comes in terms of management, I think they've shown they can't do it.
Yeah, that's right, and that's where I will go at the owners and I go, you need to look at everyone else. That's what I said. You look at Villa; they got that Monchi bloke from Sevilla. How did Villa get fucking Monchi? Why didn't we get Monchi? You know
I think it's because he worked with what's his name?
I know he worked with Bruno Emery, but the sport director's always going to be longer there than any manager, really. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's why I said to you. That's what I said to you guys on multiple streams. The charges hang over City, whether they get done or not. I'd just go to City's mum and go, just how much to buy out your contracts? You get full run of Chelsea. That's what I do.
That would be sick.
That's what I do, man. They run City. Caldoon doesn't run City. He just, as any owner should do, he just revels in them winning. And there's an interview at the end of every season. That's all he does. That's all he does.
Big up Prime saying, did Mudryk not take a pen in the shootout against Newcastle? I'm sure he did.
He might have done.
He did, yeah, he did.
He did. He scored. So, listen, I think if it goes to penalties, we've got a great chance. I think our penalties are quality, man. We've got some good penalty takers. And then we got here Mr. Brother. There we go. No chance, man.
He's at the game, broskies. He's at the game.
I'm at the game, and I've got to come back, and then we've got to let Aho straight away.
But if we win, he might not even make a lower. If we
win, I'll be climbing to the top of Wembley and jumping off. If we lose, if we win, I don't know. Both of them probably. In terms of happiness and sadness, man. If we win, I don't know, bro. You'll be seeing a lot of stuff, man. But yeah, impossible. I'm at the game tomorrow, and then I've got to come home straight away. Especially with all the bloody delays and traffic, all that, it's going to be hectic tomorrow, man. It's going to be.
At least it's on. At least though, at least the kickoff's at 3, and not like at 5 or
3 o'clock. It was supposed to be, I think, a 4:30, and then they changed it.
To 3. But then they were like, "That's a stupid time. It's on a Sunday."
It's 3 o'clock. Listen, man. Tomorrow, like we said, tomorrow we cannot lose. And listen, we went through it at the start in terms of a few quotes and from players and managers. And I'm sorry, as we are live, there's been so much that's come out. So we're gonna fly them through them quick. I don't know what is going on. Apparently, the Guardian have just released so much stuff.
There we go.
Time Sport, Guardian, the lot of them, man. The lot. Let's go start from here.
Poch says it's all the players' fault, not mine.
If he does, mate, he doesn't give him tomorrow, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. Poch, things are changing. Did you see at the beginning of the season this type of behavior from players to celebrate a block, to celebrate all together, to encourage each other? Okay, Pochettino.
I think that's referring to the City game, wasn't it? Remember Disassi was celebrating every block. He was like, he was like,
he thinks listen, you're gonna see in the other quotes as well. He feels like he's improving slowly.
Yeah, he feels something's changed. He feels we turned the corner now after that draw. That's
look, there we go, Disassi. What Disassi did celebrate blocks for City is a good sign. That is when a coaching staff you start to feel we are in a good way. Okay, win tomorrow, man. I need you to win tomorrow. I need you to win tomorrow, bro. This game is. If we lose to 3 finals in a row against Liverpool, we're gonna be an embarrassment of a club. We're gonna be an absolute embarrassment. What else? Mr. Mudryk. I'm very excited, especially against a big team like Liverpool. It will be an interesting game. I've played at Wembley before. It's a massive stadium, 80,000 or so, and you feel this atmosphere, and it's a proper stadium for a final. It is a proper stadium for a final. Wembley is absolutely massive, bro. That stadium is crazy. And then we got the Times. During the process of recruiting Disassi, Stewart had played Mustali a set of video clips. If you want to know Axel's personality, this is what he's like. The clip showed Disassi pulling off tackles, headers, roaring with pleasure. Disassi is becoming slowly a fan favorite. A fan favorite, man. Too much Hollywood lately from Poch. Pochettino's loving it, man. Pochettino's loving it. What else we got here? Inside Chelsea, Man City, DOF. Bro, safe, bro. I'm not mentioning that. I can't say that name, man. Message Lawrence.
Pixie, Becky Restone.
Just say cheeky. That's how you say the
Cheeky
first word.
Yeah, cheeky man. Message Lawrence Stewart after the Chelsea 1-1 draw. Stay calm, trust the process. What the fuck?
I think that's bullshit. I think that's absolute bullshit.
Why would the
Shut-
DOF for Man
Why
City?
would he say to another direction?
I was going to say, why would the Manchester City DOF fuck off?
Hate these things, man. Oh, a pal said this. A friend said, shut up. You did not do any of that.
Entirely, Chelsea see this season as good progress as their underlying modelling suggests this club should be 5th and not 10th.
What? Who said? What? That's mad. That's
What?
mad. Yeah, I don't even know if that's.
Can I just point something out? Some people won't get this, but let me just explain something. This is the type of shit you do on Football Manager to understand whether you've been what's known as FM'd, which is basically the game has fucked you over. That's the type of shit you do on Football Manager to see whether you've been fucked by the game. This isn't shit you do in real life.
Yeah, this is a type of someone when someone says they. And I hate this word, but I'm going to guesstimate for you. That's what they say. So it's just a guess and an estimate. So don't even tell me then unless it's actual factual things. I don't care. I don't care. It's like, it's a trajectory thing, isn't it? In 4 years we'll be here.
He's got dying, bro.
Bro, just what? Oh, that's some that's just some nonsense. Like that's just
such bullshit.
Bro, oh my day. It was never Bowley's intention to be a sporting director, and both Bowley and Iqbali are less hands-on now compared to last season. They have become even greater football fans.
And by the way, on a side note, has everyone seen Peter Cech's recent interviews? He says he left. He wasn't fired or asked to leave. He said he left.
He said he
you
left,
idiots.
And he was asked to stay.
Same with Marina as well. She was asked to stay.
Yep. I'm pretty sure the only person who was asked to leave, and apparently he hasn't even properly left yet, was Bruce Buck.
Yeah, he's a cantankerous old sod. That's right.
Fuck Bruce Buck, bro. Bun that guy, man. Bun that guy. Anyway, we are going to wrap up soon, man. Tomorrow, listen, we've mentioned this 1,000 times. Pochettino has to win. The players have got to step up. I can't go to another final against in Wembley against Liverpool and lose, man. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I think we can't, man. I can't. Scott, don't do it, man. Scott, listen, I know, bruv. I don't know what will happen, especially now that I go on the Ahwa and then I'm gonna have all the
Think about Happy Thoughts, but go into Lawa and think of Sam. Bro. Think of a Sam down in the dumps like that, and think of him trying to make any excuses about we've got bigger fish. He won't say it, but we've got bigger fish to fry.
Bigger fish to
bigger. And also on the side note, let me tell you this: any Chelsea fan, if we win tomorrow, not celebrating that we've won. You, to me, are not a supporter of this club. You're just a follower of this club. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not saying over-celebrate it like a Premier League or Champions League. Celebrate it tomorrow, maybe even on the Monday. But just celebrate your club winning a trophy, a legitimate trophy, okay? I hate this, it's only a League Cup. If it was good enough for Pep for 4 years in a row, if it was good enough for Mourinho on both his stints here, then it's good enough for everyone else. So enjoy it if we win. Celebrate it.
Man, I would never take the piss off that Carabao Cup because I've gone to 2 of those finals and we've lost both. And I left there being devastated. So if I'm going to be that devastated when we lose, I'm going to be very happy if we win, man.
Yeah.
Listen, this is what we've got. Tomorrow will be a good day to be a Chelsea fan. I'm talking about, man. Some positivity, man. I'm over celebrating, say 2
And be shameless if you want to be shameless. Fine. Don't let someone tell you how to celebrate anything. All right, celebrate. If you want to be shameless, celebrate it. Do it. But do it. And you know what? We'll win the FA Cup and we'll be even more shameless because of that. Let's do that.
Yeah, man. Here we go. Legends was prime. Andrew, don't tell me how to not celebrate the Carabao Cup. What? What do you mean?
Don't tell me how to celebrate.
I will celebrate the Carabao Cup.
If I don't see you celebrating that we won, then you.
So, prime, you're telling me if we win, you're not going to celebrate.
You are deemed a follower. You're deemed a follower. You're not a supporter. You're deemed a follower. That's what you are. You're just a follower, not a supporter.
So prime, if we celebrate, you're just going to sit there and be like, oh, who cares? You having a laugh, bro? What's going on? Yeah, you better be trolling, bro.
Yeah.
Staffy Tears is going to be fun. Listen, man. Staffy said
No. Staffy, no. Let's get this right. Staffy wants us to win. Staffy wants Chelsea to win the FA Cup. He was only doing that because him and Ziad got into a little bit of a...
Oh, Scott, do you know what this guy said? This guy done a whole prayer wishing we lose so I can sit... Because he knows I'm going to the game.
Because of you.
So he wants me to be depressed. He wants me to be sad. He wants Chelsea to lose. He wants us to get embarrassed just so we can go on Al Ahwa and for him to troll me. But you know what?
Yeah.
Guess what, bro? United lost as well, so you can hold that as well, man.
Yeah, well,
Ten
I'm
Hag's
just saying,
there,
he only did it. Let's be fair to Snappy. He only did it because I don't know why you do this sometimes. You take the conversation away, focus to what it should be. Stop bringing Chelsea into it. Let them cook Arsenal, Man United by themselves.
Loneliness can follow me around. It will...
Hold that, bro. Hold that stuff, yeah, man. Hold that. Man.
No, but you need to stop. Let me take the focus off Chelsea's. Yeah,
I didn't say anything, bro. I didn't say. All I said was that. No, 1 second. Are we gonna ignore Man United? Man United fans been going so crazy about this on. I don't know who it is, Ineos or whatever, Barada, Omar, whatever the guy's name is.
Ziad, you don't understand. You don't understand. Let them, because if it does go bad, it's then 10 times worse when other fans go at them. You let them build it up. Like people having a laughing at us right now because we probably built it up more than we should have. Just let him marinate. Let him marinate, and if it goes wrong, then you enjoy the feast like that.
I say it's a when, not an if. It's when it goes wrong.
Exactly.
Go wrong.
Well, listen. They're going to have to pay 20 million for a DOF, which is unheard of in Dan
That's
Ashworth.
insane if they do that.
That's 20 million for Dan Ashworth. They got Eric Ten Hag still in there, and there's a clip I saw it on Saeed's channel. There's a clip where someone called Ratcliffe about the manager, and he sort of stumbled over his words about backing him or not. It was like, but just let them marinate. That's what I'm saying. Unless it's on Chelsea, just let you sit back, Ziad, on your ugly couch, and you just enjoy the stream. That's what you need to do.
Ugly couch, bro.
It's ugly, bro. It's ugly, that couch.
Goated, man. The couch is goated, man. That couch is goated.
I know now why you didn't have a light on it. This is ugly. That's what.
No, I just like, bro. That shows sometimes can be about 4 hours. So I'm like, listen, I'm not sitting on this chair for 4 hours, man. Oh my god.
Especially if Hans is getting cooked.
Bro, let's pray that tomorrow's a good day up the Chelsea. Listen, man, I'm up there early, man. It's gonna be interesting.
What time are you going? What time are you heading up there?
Man, I'm leaving my house at like 11:30, probably 12 o'clock.
Oh, okay. That's not that.
Yeah. Listen, I think it's normally like a 40-minute drive. I'm giving myself 3 hours, man. Fuck it.
Yeah. Don't bother. Shush.
Nah, man. I'm not risking all that, man. I'm not risking all that. I think Scott, score predictions, brother. Are you gonna be negative or are we gonna win? Scott's thinking about it, man.
Don't know if to go in my head or my heart. I go in my heart. I'll say we draw 1-1 and win on penalties.
Yep, that's exactly why I said it on Al Ahwa and yesterday on Sam's channel. Mr. Andrew.
I'm going 2-1 after extra time. The sassy header, my friends. The sassy header, my friends.
Can you imagine a Caicedo goal, bro? Can you imagine a Caicedo goal?
Oh, Caicedo long.
There we go. Look, straight away, bro.
Caicedo winner. Rabbit's got it right, actually. The sassy to equalise, and then Caicedo power driver, like Steven Gerrard style. Caicedo hit it. Steven Gerrard. Caicedo.
Yeah, man. Look, listen. Just to wrap up a little bit, man. Like we've been saying, tomorrow is huge, man. For every single reason. For the manager, for the players, for the board, for the owners, for the fans. Me, that I haven't seen us win in that stadium for a long time. I've seen us lose 2 cup finals against Liverpool and Wembley. It's a massive occasion, man. It's a massive occasion. I think it will help us also go through the FA Cup as well, like I said. So yeah, it's a big game. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, man. Still 49 of you in here. Well, 69 likes. Let's get the likes up, people, man. Like, subscribe, show some love to Casually as well. And the link in the description. Scott's Twitter is in the description as well. Make sure you guys show some love over there. We've got some 2-1 over here. But if the game's back and forth, also a lot of goals can be scored. Matic long shot against Spurs type long shot. Can you imagine, bro?
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Last minute of injury time.
But yeah, man. Listen, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, man. Show some love to the channel. Listen, tomorrow I don't know when I'll do a review. If we lose, I don't think I'm fucking review if we lose, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, man. So yeah, like I said, we're returning from the game straight to Al Ahwa. Hopefully we win. Hopefully we can hold the stuff. You can hold that. One more time, why not? Bro?
Loneliness can follow.
He can hold that, man. He can hold that. Yeah, man, that's it. Guys, make sure to like and subscribe on your way out, man. Big up Mo, man. Big up Zed. Okay. What did he say? Hey, yo. We'll pipe you, man, tomorrow. Make sure you all subscribe. Why do you have to say
Haram.
bro, stop, bro. Stop. Don't say pipe, bro. Like, what's going on, man?
That's fucking haram.
That's haram, bro. That's haram. Big up to you, bro. Make sure you guys are like, subscribing. Yeah, exactly, bro. Not like that. Yeah, exactly, bro.
Haram.
Exactly, bro. Anyway, guys, we are out of here, man. Make sure you guys show some love to the channels, like I said in the description. Like and subscribe on your way out. That's it. Hopefully Chelsea win. Any final comments, Scott?
Just don't embarrass us.
There we go. Mr. Andrew, any final comment? That's a great one-liner, man. Mr. Andrew, any final comments?
Hey, man, we can win tomorrow. We can win tomorrow.
There we go, man.
We
Of
can
course
win
we
tomorrow.
can, man. Of course we can win, man. There we go. There's the outro. Big up everyone, man.